You're listening to AI Prism from Seoul Economic Daily.
If you're holding SK Hynix, today's numbers matter. Its new Nasdaq shares jumped 13% on debut, pulling the U.S. price 16% above the Korean listing. Kosdaq investors have their own story. Foreign funds bought over 500 billion won in small-cap chip suppliers this month. And if you own NH Investment Securities, analysts see room to run. It's Monday, July 13th. Let's look at what this means for retail investors in Korea. SK Hynix listed U.S. depository shares on Nasdaq to tap global capital directly. Foreign investors have been rotating into Kosdaq small-cap suppliers as memory chip demand recovers. NH Investment Securities is drawing renewed attention on stronger trading volume and dividend payouts. Here's what the numbers show. SK Hynix's new Nasdaq shares closed at $168.49, up 13.1% from the $149 offer price. That converts to about 2.53 million won per Korean share, some 16% above the Korean stock's close of 2.18 million won, or roughly $1,444. Foreign investors bought 506.2 billion won, about $335 million, of Kosdaq shares so far this month. JPMorgan took over 5% stakes in 4 Kosdaq suppliers: Lino Industries, TLB, MK Electron, and Sungkwang Bend, worth a combined 381.1 billion won, or about $252 million. NH Investment Securities closed at 31,600 won, about $21, while the average analyst target of 42,751, or roughly $28, implies 35% upside. All 20 experts in Seoul Economic Daily survey expect the Bank of Korea to raise its base rate by a quarter point this Thursday, its first hike in 3.5 years. So, what does this mean for retail investors weighing their portfolios? Earlier, we said SK Hynix's Nasdaq debut pulled its U.S. price 16% above the Korean listing. That gap likely won't close overnight, so expect the local stock to track short-selling flows rather than jump straight to U.S. levels. Kosdaq holders should watch whether foreign buying spreads beyond the 4 JPMorgan targets, since that's the signal of a broader small-cap rotation. And with a rate hike all but certain this week, anyone holding rate-sensitive names or ETFs should brace for near-term volatility rather than react to a single day's move. That's today's AI Prism, Retail Investors. This episode was produced with AI assistance based on Seoul Economic Daily reporting and reviewed by a human editor. AI Prism is a Won IFRA award-winning series. We'll be back tomorrow.
You've been listening to AI Prism from Seoul Economic Daily.